This month is an important month. It's an annual recognition and celebration of the achievements of American Jews. We are celebrating a 350-year history of Jewish contributions to American culture. From the Hebrew Bible's influence on our founding fathers and their drafting of the Constitution, to Larry David's iconic Seinfeld, the American Jewish community has had a profound and diverse effect on our United States. America, despite the fact that it's never been perfect, has evolved and will, God willing, continue to evolve to be a blessed land that guarantees equality for all, no matter what your skin color or what God you pray to. The Jewish community has lived free and thrived in this great country. Yet history has not always been so kind to the Jewish people. But despite the centuries of persecution and pogroms, the Jewish people have never stopped honoring and celebrating our traditions, heritage, and faith. And we certainly have never given up on the dream of finally ending Jew hatred in our generation. We have never stopped bettering ourselves and our world, fighting for liberation and redemption for all. Jews have participated prominently in virtually every civil rights effort in the American experience, fighting against discrimination and bigotry, united in support for equality and the respect of human dignity. We have marched side by side with the African American community, supported the women's movement, the LGBTQIA+ community, and every religious, ethnic, or national group struggling for equal rights. Jewish people have been front and center, advocating for social, economic, and political causes of every kind. We have helped gain results for racial justice and gender equality, and for minority rights movements that have altered public discourse and helped change policies and culture. But despite the advances made in promoting social justice for other minority groups, the Jewish community continues to be subjected to Jew hatred, expressing as both discrimination and violence targeting Jews for our religious, cultural, ethnic, and national identities, and seeking to deny and appropriate our history, including our indigenous connection to our ancestral homeland, Israel. Even as hate crimes directed against the Jewish community have skyrocketed, there has never been a Jewish civil rights movement until now. End Jew Hatred is a grassroots civil rights movement working to eliminate Jew hatred through peaceful and direct action and education. It is a movement focused solely on assuring that the civil and human rights of the Jewish people are protected by law and that we enjoy full and equal inclusion in society. Our basic civil rights as a minority community in America are being violated, and often foreign politics are used as an excuse. Too many Jewish students on American college campuses are being beaten up and discriminated against, with the so-called Israeli-Palestinian conflict used as an excuse for such bigotry. Jewish people in the workplace are being targeted because of their Zionist identity, which is intrinsic to their cultural and ethnic and religious beliefs. As a nonpartisan and non-political movement, we work to alter public discourse and make Jew hatred unacceptable in contemporary society, empowering Jews with positivity and strength to discover and enjoy their heritage in whichever manner they choose, without fear of attack or persecution. It is because of acts such as the Declaration of Jewish American Heritage Month, first proclaimed by President George W. Bush and then annually by Presidents Obama, Trump, and Biden, that we are finally getting closer to eradicating the darkness that Jew hatred is by bringing these issues to light and forcing not only recognition of systemic problems that must be solved, but also recognition of the contributions the Jewish community has made to American art, literature, science, and culture. And most importantly, the recognition that, like all other minority communities, the Jewish American community deserves equal protection and equal rights. The Jewish community has stood up for so many other people and causes, but now it is time to also stand up for ourselves and to empower ourselves and demand a world in which Jew hatred is unacceptable and the Jewish community be treated with dignity and respect. This is what the End Jew Hatred movement is. This is also what Jewish American Heritage Month is all about. During Jewish American Heritage Month, we draw from the strengths and talents of previous generations to ensure that the intergenerational trauma of the past shall never be repeated, and focus our energy on celebrating the Jewish contribution to humanity and a bright and productive path in the future. During this month, we contemplate the promise of that bright future that could only be achieved by fighting against systemic racism and bigotry today. And we devote ourselves to working hand in hand with other communities through true interfaith initiatives to ensure that the rights afforded other minority communities are also afforded the Jewish community, to ensure a future in which Jew hatred is as unacceptable in society as every other form of racism and bigotry. Lastly, I want to add that we in the Jewish community have a duty and a responsibility to contemplate and express our utmost gratitude to the United States of America and the great people that make up its citizenry for establishing one of the greatest and most successful body politics of all time. And I personally am humbled to have had the chance to live and learn and work in America. The USA has given me and so many Jewish immigrants before me the chance to achieve our dreams. So with that, I say thank you. Have a wonderful Jewish American Heritage Month, and God bless the United States of America.